On to you, Leos. So you have the Page of Swords, the King of Wands, Seven of Cups, Ten of Ten of Wands, Nine of Cups, the Strength, the Moon, the Three of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. So a lot of you Leos, right? You have the Strength, Leo energy, showing up in your own reading, needing to, okay, we're going to get to that. There's definitely an undertone of you Leos not allowing anybody to waste your time. The Page of Swords, the King of Wands, there was definitely somebody, right? The Three of Cups, there was definitely somebody that you Leos, right, were trying to get to know recently. And this person was wasting your time. A lot of you Leos realized that this person was wasting your time, or you thought that they were wasting your time. So what is it that you did? You stopped talking to them. A lot of you Leos are not going to let somebody waste your time, right? If the person is waiting too long and all of that type of stuff, for them to figure it out, for them to get it together, a lot of you Leos will stop talking to them. The Seven of Cups. And you stop talking to them and you've exercised some of your other options. So there's definitely a sense of talking to other people, right? Getting to know other people romantically, right? Like, okay, if this person doesn't want to stop acting like they don't have any common sense, you will go off and you will talk to others, right? But then you have the Ten of Wands and the Nine of Cups, right? The Ten of Wands represent, right? The Ten of Wands and the Nine of Cups really does represent, you will leave anybody that is wasting your time, right? And to be quite honest with you, a lot of you Leos let those people know. Like, listen, a lot of you Leos are literally letting people know, like, listen, I'm trying to date. Then when you Leos see that these people are wasting your time, you telling them straight up, look, what is going on here? You know, you asking them, what is going on? The Strength, you're asking them, right? What is this? What are we? Why is it that I'm trying to date you, but it doesn't seem like we're actually trying to date each other? It seems like I am trying to date you and you're wilding out and you're going crazy ever since you and I came to this agreement, or we started dating, right? At first. And to be quite honest with you, Leos, right? To be quite honest with you, the Strength, right? Some people are going to be out here wilding. I'm just going to keep it 100 with you, because some people don't know how to be in a relationship like that, truth be told, you know. And I was talking about this in the Libra video, but this is something that really needs to be kind of expanded upon. You know, once it is that you see those types of people who are cool with you at first, before y'all really establish anything, and then when the two of you establish something, they start going crazy immediately after that, you got to get away from those people, right? Don't spend too much time with those people. Run, because they're too far gone. Those, you know, and what makes it worse is those would be the same type of people that will make it seem like they're functional, right? To the rest of the world who don't know them romantically, they're like decent people, right? That's the face that they show other people. But then when you see them, right, in a romantic sense, and they start wilding out, soon as the two of y'all start trying to get to know each other like that, right? Y'all have established that. You said the words, you want to get to know them better. And they're spazzing out. And that's one thing that a lot of you Leos have come to the realization of. You will have to leave people who are obviously not in their right minds. And the Strength, you will have to, you know, be by yourselves and stuff like this sometimes, because a lot of people are really out here wilding out. They're really going crazy, for real, not a joke. They really are. So the Moon is again going back to the fort, right? Like being by yourself again, being a loner again, because you tried your hand a little bit with trying to get to know other people, and it just seems like other people out here are crazy, right? 7 of Cups, 10 of Wands, 9 of Cups. It just seems like a lot of people out here are crazy, right? And to you, Leos, it seems like they're getting worse, right? You know, and in certain elements, they are getting worse. So the 3 of Swords represents, you know, you had no idea it was that bad, right? Like now that you know what it is that you're looking at, right? Now that you know what it is that you're looking out for, a lot of you Leos now have a better understanding that it's not just you. This is the majority of what's out. Dysfunctional, stupid, low IQ having individuals that rendition or mocks intelligence. But when you actually get to know these people one-on-one level, they doing the most dysfunctional. They're doing the most. You know what I'm saying? I don't even have a name for it. They're doing the most denigrated stuff in the world. And the thing is that the 5 of Pentacles is about how you Leos, now you have to set your price. And what I mean when I say set your price is you have to decide for yourselves, the 5 of Pentacles, right? Right, 5 of Pentacles. You have to decide for yourselves how much you're willing to put up with, right? And what are your boundaries? What are your limits, right? Because if you're really waiting on people to bottom out and to have limits, I'm letting you know right now, most people do not have limits. Like when you deal, you Leos really got to understand, right? The Leo on a higher level represents, a Leo can either represent the ego or the Leo can represent the soul. You have to understand, right? Because the soul is seen as an inner sun, right? Soul, SOL, right? Sun, right? So not everything has a spirit, but not everything has a soul. So you have to understand that, right? You have to understand when is something that how can I even say this, right? Because it's so the rabbit hole keeps getting deeper. The idea that when you're dealing with people, right, and you call yourself dating, you Leos are going to have to understand when is too much enough for you to stop messing with those people. Because if you're looking for people to be decent, that's not possible, right? Because some people do not have souls, so there's no decency for them to actually say no to certain things. And if you're hanging out with these people, the more you hang out with them is the more they defile you from standing next to them. Because the next step is they're going to want you to engage in this dysfunctional stuff. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles, right? The Queen of Pentacles represents, right, those quality type of people that you're going to get to. You're going to have to go through those type of people that look like they're quality, but they're really not. And those low quality people may even offer you something that sounds nice, but it's a way to get you caught up. And this is what I mean when I say you got to get over morality, because morality is the prettiness of it. Morality is the dressed version of what it actually is. It's not even real. They're just dressing it to make it look attractive, to make it look pretty, to make it look inviting and beautiful. So what does this have to do with dating people? This has to deal with the idea that, again, you have a vision for yourself, Leo. But those people, they are going to, like I said, when you meet people, you start engaging with people that are dysfunctional to you, right? Those types of people, when they start spazzing out on you, start wilding out, those are the type of people that have no souls. So you have to really watch out for those types of people. Because what's going to happen is if you don't start setting boundaries, if you don't start being like, yo, nah, I'm good, right? what's going to happen is you're going to find yourself in a situation where you'll be completely compromised. So you don't want that. I don't suggest you have that. So let's clarify the strength. Right? So to clarify, you have the Hanged Man, right? The King of Wands, the Strength, the Page of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, right? Because the next step for them is when you start playing the game. This is why I say that no one should be playing the game, because once you start playing the game and you keep playing the game forever and ever, you got to get out of playing all these little games, because you're not really getting anywhere. Like, people who play games in the long term, like in the short term, people think that when they playing games, they winning something. I don't know what they think they're winning, but for some odd reason, people think that they're winning something. But when you really look at it in the long term, when you pay attention to how much time they wasted, how much set traps that they set up, doing all this other stuff, all these different side missions, as opposed to them minding their own business and being a success story after getting success after more success, linking up, doing what it is that they got, what they got to do, get it together. No, they spend all their time trying to create set traps, trying to get other people to be pulled down with them. So the King of Wands represents that. And anytime you see people being overly confident, you got to get away from them. The Page of Wands and the Four of Pentacles also too, you know, people where it's real rampant, things are real chaotic as soon as you start interacting with them. If they don't know how to create a stable relationship where immediately, soon as the two of y'all create an agreement, they start spazzing out, you got to get away from them. So those are just some of the things that you may need to watch out for, because I'm seeing that a lot of you Leos are attracting crazy individuals right now that really want your soul. Uh-oh.